never get sick of, and I think that we just can't talk about it enough. It's all about self-esteem in young girls, and we've got an amazing advocate here. If you watch Suits, you'll know her. It's Sarah Rafferty. It's amazing
for having me.
So last time we were here, your mom was here.
It's really
we were
fun.
talking a little bit about your adventures shooting, you know, north of the 49th parallel. You've been up in Canada shooting for Suits.
Yes.
Tell me how that has been, because how many years have you been here now?
So we are in our 7th season of Suits. So yes, so we moved my family from LA. We go back and forth between LA and Toronto, and I'm really proud to say that my children know all the words to "Oh Canada."
Nice.
So
nice.
Very proud of that. It's a
very
good time in the world to know that song, I have to say.
How have you found the vibe is, say, different here than when you're back in LA?
Well, you know what's really wonderful about being here? I feel like Canada has so much natural splendor, and I feel like everybody really appreciates that. So we've had so many opportunities to get out and about and see the beautiful country and to get on our bikes, and it's really green here. And I don't mean verdant. I mean people are really into being green and to taking care of the earth and are very conscious of that, and everybody brings their own metal bottle, you know, to fill up and that kind of thing. And
for sure,
you know, it's great. We know how to compost because we live here.
Good. These are important skills that you can use everywhere around the world, right?
Yeah.
So it's fantastic to have you here. And it's fantastic to have you talking about this particular topic. So I've got a 9 and a 6-year-old. You've got 2 girls, Iris and Una. How old are they?
Una's 9 and Iris is 5.
Lovely. Okay, so just about the same age.
Yes.
When you are living in this world of social media, and we see gorgeous shots of them, although they're not identified on your Instagram account and your social media, it's a very interesting world that we spend a lot of time talking about on Cityline, because there's a sense of superficiality you can get from that world. There's a sense of trying to hit certain goals that are not necessarily realistic that might be a little bit damaging for most of us, but particularly for young girls. Skirting that balance is a difficult dance. How do you deal with your kids in social media?
Well, there's a number of things. So you were talking about a little bit about our beauty obsessed culture, and I've had this fear because since my kids were tiny, they've come with me to work, or they see me before I go to work and I'm getting my hair and makeup done. So I think, do they think I'm getting my hair and makeup done for a living? And what's been important for me is to not say that that's no fun, because that's fun. It's
awesome.
It's fun to get done up. But what do I really value? What do I really value about my job? I really value how I get to connect with the other actor, the stories that I get to tell, the way we get to reach our audience and make them feel empathy, whatever it is that makes me actually feel great about what I do. And so that's what's really interesting about the work that Dove Canada does with their Dove Self-Esteem Project, and I'm here today because I'm joining the Look How Far We've Come campaign. They offer us a lot of materials as parents and as mentors and as teachers, ways to begin a conversation with our kids about these sorts of things. Because social media is a daunting thing. I mean, I don't know how you feel as a mom, but I didn't have to navigate that when I was a kid. How am I gonna help them navigate it now?
I'm terrified. So, because I'm a part of social media, like I'm in it.
I think it's also interesting when you're having a conversation about some of the people that they admire, ask them why they admire them. And a lot of times they'll say, because she looks, you know, I don't know, Miley Cyrus looks so cute in that outfit. A teen might say that, but digging a little deeper and saying, well, what about her artistry? You know, what about that voice? What's your favorite song? What about the message in that song? So this idea of kind of shifting the value system, I think, is part of our responsibility as parents, and yeah, it's complicated though.
Okay, so this is interesting, and this is research from Dove. 90% of women and 86% of girls in this country have anxieties over their appearance, which stops them from being their best selves. And one thing we've discussed a lot on this show is that if we spent less time focused on our appearance, man, what could we accomplish? You having authentic conversations with your girls, you showing them that, yeah, it's kind of cool, but I value other things, are all helpful things in getting them to gain their self-esteem. Do you also try and talk to them about their strengths outside of beauty?
Absolutely. Well, I try to lead with compliments that aren't always beauty-related compliments, and especially I try to model that behavior. When I run into a friend of mine, I try not to have the first thing out of my mouth be how cute their dress is, or,
Yes.
or how great they look, though
Yeah.
I really want to say that.
I know. I know,
really
right?
wanna
Oh my
say
God,
that,
you look
right?
so good. Oh my God, did you look so great? You look awesome. It's like, no, 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 no. You look so smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, are you strong?
Yes,
Right?
yes. Or I really appreciated that conversation that we had the other day on the phone. You helped me so much. I'm so grateful for you and for your insights. You know, whatever you want to do. But I try to lead with my girls with that kind of thing, like praising their effort, praising their interest, praising their curiosity.
Right.
You know, and it's really interesting to watch other people interact with girls. And I wonder if you feel this in your life, since you have both a boy and a girl, if you see the difference in how people approach a little girl than a little boy. I see people say to little girls, you know, oh, you love your little dress, you look so cute, and to a boy, what sports do you like?
Yep.
Right? And
Totally. It starts from such a young age, and I think that there is a lot of conditioning that can be done in the home. And there are a lot of things that you can sort of put out there that hopefully people will start giving back to you and your kids.
Yeah.
One of the things I tell them as well is life is really about being an individual. So really figure out, and my husband really pushes that with them. Like there have been times when we've dropped them off at school and like my son is just wandering around the schoolyard and I'm trying not to make that break my heart because he's not upset about it because he's being an individual. There's nobody he wants to play with at this particular moment. So life is about figuring out who you are and being self-possessed, and that is more important than anything else out there.
And I think what's interesting for me as a parent is that I didn't fix everything I wanted to fix about myself before I got pregnant with those kids.
Yeah.
I still have work to do. I think it's an ongoing process. And what I found, especially when I refer to the materials that Dove offers us on their website, is that I still have work to do to be able to model this behavior. I still, even when they're telling me how to help my daughter, sometimes it's helping me.
Totally.
To think about like, oh my gosh, I'm hung up on that.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're works in progress.
We are.
And that's okay.
Always ever
That's all
evolving.
right. That's
Yeah.
life, right? Thank you so much, Sarah.